Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Kalila Elciana A, and I'm from class 5 ECI. And now, I wanted to explain how does a lunar eclipse happen. But before that, I want to describe about the orbit of the Earth. So, Earth orbits is an eclipse with the Earth-Sun very center as one focus and a current eccentricity of 0.0167. Since this value is close to zero, the center of the orbit is relatively close to the center of the Sun, relative to the size of the orbit. Earth orbits the Sun at an average distance of 149.60 million kilometers, 92.96 million in a counterclockwise direction as viewed from above the northern hemisphere. One complete orbit takes 365.249 days, during which time Earth has traveled 940 million kilometers. And now, I will explain what is the function of Moon to the Earth, the brightest and largest object in our night sky. The Moon makes Earth a more livable planet by moderating our home planet's wobble on its own axis, leading to a relatively stable climate. It also causes tides, creating a rhythm that has guided humans for thousands of years. So, it makes the Earth rotations more stable. Without the Moon, Earth would probably wobble more and have more varied and less stable climate. The phases of the Moon are the changing shapes of the Moon when viewed from the Earth. The phase of the Moon depend on the position of the Moon relative to the Sun as seen from the Earth. The phase of the Moon are also called aspects of the Moon. The Moon moves around the Earth in a movement called revolution, but actually the Moon is not actually changing shape. It's just changing place, and that change how much of it is lit up by the Sun. The Moon is in orbit around the Earth, meaning it's constantly revolving around us. It completes one full revolution every 27 days. In fact, the word month comes from the same root as word moon. And so now, I will explain to you how does the lunar eclipse happen. A lunar eclipse is an astronomical event that occurs when the Moon moves into the Earth's shadows, causing the Moon to be dark. A lunar eclipse happens when the Earth comes in between the Sun and the Moon. As a result, the Earth blocks the sunlight from reaching the Moon's surface and casts its own shadows on the Moon. It occurs on a full moon day. Sometimes, when the Moon orbits Earth, the Moon moves between the Sun and the Earth. When this happens, the Moon blocks the light of the Sun reaching Earth. This causes an eclipse of the Sun, or a solar eclipse. During the solar eclipse, the Moon casts a shadow onto Earth. A lunar eclipse only occurs during a full moon, when the Sun, Earth, and Moon are all lighted. But despite the Moon only taking 29.5 days to orbit Earth and complete a cycle from full moon to full moon, there's only on average about 3 lunar eclipses every year. And after all of this, the conclusion is a lunar eclipse is an event where the sun's light blocked by the Earth so that not all of it reaches the Moon. This event is one of the consequences of dynamic movement of the position of the Sun, Earth, and Moon. And so, thank you all for your attention, and I think it's enough for today. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.